Hi everyone, it's Kute here, sending you love wherever you are around the world. You are pure light. There is a light in your soul, a light in your heart that is seeking to express, and I think deep down each of us know we can feel that light. We're born as light. The first thing created was light, and that is what we are. We come from light. Our essence is pure light. If you look at a baby, if you look at a child is in touch with that innate light. You can look into a child's eyes and they're shining light. But you know, as children, we are like these light bulbs. I think that's why when we look into a child's eyes, we're reminded of our own light. We're reminded of our own innocence. We're reminded of our own brightness. We are these radiant light bulbs that shine. Like the sun, like the infinite, like divinity, like infinity. But as children, as we go through life and deal with parents and pain and trauma and society and conditioning, we're constantly being bombarded with messages. Why can't you be normal? Why do you have to be that way? Why can't you be more that way? As children, dealing with our parents and life and our environment and the structure around us, we learn all sorts of ways, right? We learn all sorts of ways to disconnect, to not feel, to shut down, to avoid pain. We start developing layers. We start suppressing all of our feelings. We learn to develop a certain way of being in the world. We learn to develop a certain way of relating to people. We learn to engage the world to get validation, to get love, to get attention, to get approval. It's the sense of, who do I need to be? You might have felt this in your life. Who do I need to be in order to fit in? Who do I need to be in order to have you love me? And as a result, we learn to develop a persona. We learn to develop a mask. We learn to hide parts of ourselves until the full expression of our light can't really be seen, and we hide who we truly are to get love, validation, and approval, to fit in. Is it worth it? And before you know it, we start dialing down the light. We went from being this big, bright light to dialing down the light so that those around you might feel more comfortable, so that those around you will like you, so that friends and family won't speak about you. But let me tell you something. Anyone who has impacted this world radically, anyone who has been a light bulb, a beacon of light for humanity, anyone that has impacted the world radically, dared to break out of the status quo, never settled for the norm. So when they tell you, you know, don't shine so brightly, when they tell you, just why can't you be normal? Why can't you be more like that? Why do you have to follow your path? To hell with normal. You are not serving the world, hiding your light. You are not serving humanity. You are not being humble, hiding your light and hiding your gifts so that other people feel more comfortable, so that you can fit in. In fact, the greatest service you can be to humanity, the greatest service you can be to those around you, is to dare to be the most authentic expression that you are and to shine your light. Sometimes we often think, well, who am I to shine my light? Who am I? Who am I? You know, that great quote by Marianne Williamson, who are you not to shine your light? What you are is light. And to hold back that shine. Have you ever felt that feeling of holding something back, using the restroom, holding back? Try holding back going to the toilet. How's that going to feel? It's going to be excruciating. So just imagine the soul constipation that comes from holding back your light, the expression of the infinite that's seeking to shine through you and offer gifts through you. You are light. That really what needs to happen is that, number one, you take all the judgments off of yourself. It's easy to go, well, who am I? You know, Oprah's out there. You know, Gandhi's out there. You know, Bruno Mars has done it. But yes, you are a unique expression. You are the art of the infinite. You are the art of the universe. I mean, just think about it for a second. Every single experience of your life, every single pain, challenge, trauma, relationship, heartbreak, every single experience you've ever gone through has come together to coalesce in this unique package called you, so that the light of the universe can shine through this unique prism called your unique personality, called you. So turning your light down, dimming your light wattage just a little bit. You know, well, I just turn it down a little bit to fit into a relationship, to contort yourself so that he'll love you, so that she'll accept you. And then you turn your light down a little bit more. And then that starts seeming normal. Then you turn your light down a little bit more. And then that starts seeming natural. And before you know it, you start believing that you are not the light. You start believing that what you are is not light. You do not serve anyone by hiding your light, and by being the light that you are, by allowing the light that you are to shine through you, you will light up and be an inspiration to many around you. In fact, by being the most magnificent expression of who you are, you will give those around you the gift, the opportunity, the instigation and the inspiration to remember who they are. So my friends, what ways have you shut your light down? What ways do you hide your light so that people won't see it, so that you can be safe, so that, you know, there's different reasons we hide our light, sometimes out of protection, sometimes out of survival, but there is also a responsibility that comes from being magnificent. There is a responsibility that comes from owning your power. Somehow in our culture, it's okay to be mediocre. Oh, you're mediocre, it's fine, it's cool. There's some kind of false, illusory camaraderie that often comes from just surviving. But there is a responsibility and an inner commitment that must happen when you say, yes, I am great. And it's actually not humble to deny your light. I say it's humble to own what you authentically, originally, intrinsically are. To me, that is the real humility, to own what you are. And sometimes it's scary because it takes a responsibility to say, yes, I am light. Light is what I am, because when we own that, when we come out of that, when we allow that light to be switched on and on, I am the pure light, I am light, I am magnificent, then we no longer have an excuse. We no longer have an excuse to play small. We no longer have the excuse to say, I don't know. And many of us, we often play this game of hiding our light. I call it the I don't know game. I'm confused. Have you ever played that game? It's one of the false ways that we use to hide. I don't know what I feel. I don't know if I'm in love. I don't know what my gift is. I don't know what my life purpose is. I don't know what to do. I'm confused. Deep down, there's a part of you that knows everything. If you're willing to trust, if you're willing to listen, if you're willing to allow the inspiration, there's a part of you that knows everything. Look at all the experiences in your life, the relationships you've had that either once they've ended or before going into them you had an inkling, or once they ended you said, God, I knew that about that person. We know that to truly own our knowing, own our light, own your greatness takes a profound courage and responsibility to stand up and say, yes, I know who I am. You are magnificent, and by owning your light and giving yourself that permission, you literally impact the space around you. You impact and give permission for those around you to rise up and be magnificent too. So stop judging yourself. Trust the unique gift that you have and get yourself out the way and let your light shine through you in the most unique way possible, and dare to turn all your lights on. It takes courage to be who you are. It takes courage to be yourself. To hell with normal. What is normal anyway? Who wants to be normal anyway? Let your light shine. All lights on. I love you. Love now. Keep shining. See you soon.